Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be looking at Alan, the second awakened water vagabond. Now, I think, first, obviously, I gotta point out, how cool do the vagabonds look? Like, I love this design, especially I got the cool spinny aura on Alan. Like, I think aesthetically, these units look amazing. Skill-wise, they could use some work, but we'll get into that. So let's look at his runes and his skills, and we'll get into what kind of teams I like to use him with. So, the Water Vagabond's first skill swings with his sword and decreases the target's defense for 2 turns. And then he also has a chance to provoke. And this does more damage based off his HP. So he has a decent chance of provoking, and then I did skill up my Vagabond. And then his second skill, he attacks the enemy and has a, I think it's a 100% chance to provoke. So he attacks with the second skill, provokes them, and also does damage based off his HP. And then his passive, his strong will passive. So when his HP is at 30% or lower, when he's attacked or provoked, the damage he receives is reduced by 50%. So if he's below 30% HP, he takes 50% less damage. If he's attacked by a provoked target, he takes 50% less damage. So, pretty straightforward. I'm personally not a fan of the 30% condition. I really wish they raised it higher to like 50 or something. I kind of feel like once he's at that point, like below 30%, he's already in the kill range anyway. So it kind of sucks. I mean, it does help out sometimes. I'm not going to say it doesn't help, but really it's the provokes that you get more reduction value, I think. But let's look at his runes now. As you saw his stats earlier, I got a lot of HP, a lot of defense, some decent speed on him. I only have 35% accuracy. I do have skill 1 and 2 accuracy with his artifacts here. It's not amazing. He should probably have higher accuracy, but I kind of went with stats on him. Okay, so let's look at his rune. He's on Violent Revenge. I really like the Revenge into Defense, Break, and Provoke chance. His skill 1 is pretty strong. Now, he doesn't provoke as, like, frequently. I think it's only a 30% chance to provoke. Yeah, it's a 30% chance. But where was I? So he's got... I gotta remember I can keep doing this. So, he's on, basically, the stats to look for. HP, defense, speed, accuracy. You could go resistance if you want. I didn't really go too much resistance on him, but he's on slot 2 HP. I wanted more stats than speed. We have this rune, which, this one wasn't bad, actually. I think this one's a legend, right? That's 3 roll speed, 1 roll defense or something. And then we have this one, HP slot 4. It does have crit damage on it, which I'm not like super happy about, but it's fine. The rest of the stats are things you want, so I think it's okay. And we have this one, which is probably a hero rune. Now this one is a quad roll defense, I think. I'm pretty sure it's 4 rolls into defense percentage, which is not efficient. It's a quad roll defense, but it wasn't efficient. This could have gone up to 40%, and it would hit 31%, which makes me sad. It's basically an efficient hero rune, but it's still good. It's still good. It still got the stats, and so here it is on him. I will say he does a surprising amount of damage. Like he's kind of like beast monks in the sense with their damage. So I have a little bit of crit rate on him, but it's not the focus. But it is kind of nice. So those are the stats. I'm gonna cut to match. I'll show you guys where I like to use him. Okay, so this is the team that we're gonna be using him with. It's the Water Archangel, the Water Valkyrie, Camilla, and the Vagabond. So this aerial I have right now is one of my 4 aerials. This is my double nemesis will aerial for arena defense. You can put him on violent for this sake, but I got a nice aerial. I like to I like to find some use for him outside of arena defense. So this one is just lots of HP, some good defense, good speed, and resistance. Really, it's really all you're hunting for him. So his artifact here, it is a defense main artifact, but it's got minus damage from wind and speed proportion to lost HP, which I do like that on aerial. I think it does help him cut with his nemesis runes, but maybe I'm wrong. I think it does help, though. And then this one, HP artifact, speed proportion to lost HP. So these are his runes as well. He's got, he's got tanky stats. Tanky stats, definitely. All right, so that is the aerial. This is the Camilla. Now, I really like destroy runes, so I got destroy Camilla. We've got, these are the artifacts. The artifacts are kind of so-and-so here. Though she does have skill 3 recovery, which I really like to have on units with passives like this. So like Camilla's passive, which will do healing. Skill 3 recovery does increase that, if you guys didn't know. That does apply to passives as well, which is how you get units like Tetra and Molly for healing like so much. It's skill 3 artifacts. Skill 3 recovery artifacts. All right, and then these are the stats here. We got a nice bruisery runes here. A lot of stats from these. So this is a ancient legendary rune. Rolled really well. I think it rolled almost max efficiency, maybe. It rolled real well. And there's a ton of stats here. And got, more damage stats. It's kind of like how I like to have my Camilla runes. All right. So basically the goal with this team is just to out-survive all their damage and sustain through it and then kill them anyway. That's kind of how it goes. I do like my tanky comps. Okay, I don't like getting provoked by Rakan though. That is a shame. So let's get our defense break here. Ideally, yes, we can cleanse it all with aerial, which is nice. We missed a crit. We missed the crit on Orion, which is a shame. We're getting some good violent procs from our Vagabond here. And so for this team, we have 2 healers. It's going to be aerial and Camilla's passive, which does give it quite a bit of sustain. I usually go for Orion first because it's easier to damage him. Wow. Okay, look at all these turns they're getting. We just had to miss crit there. That would have been a kill on Orion. Is it going to matter? Let's see. All right, now we got to take out this Sierra. Unless we get provoke chained by this Rakan. It might happen. There definitely is some risk to it. I'm not, Sierra has the potential to go crazy, but it works most of the time. It works most of the time. All right, dead Sierra. Rakan's not going to be able to solo us, so we can hit auto at this point. All right, that team down. Let's hit something else. All right, so we're going to hit this Kamoon Bastet Odin comp. Now, the thing about this is that depending on how hard their Odin hits, we might be in a lot of trouble. So I don't know if I would super recommend this comp for that. Because depending on how hard their Odin hits for, like if they have a 50, 60k Odin, they might actually pop some of these units. Like Camilla should be able to tank an Odin easy, but the other ones, I think they only have like 50k. something HP on my Vagabond. Aerial does have more, but that is the risk. And then once you don't have a defense break, it's hard to kill Kamoon. So it kind of just depends on how how ballsy I'm feeling. We're going to heal the Vagabond just in case. Yep. Oh, ouch. All right. Are we in trouble? No, aerial goes when we cleanse. There we go. All right. So yeah, Odin comps might be too risky. Now, Camilla used to be a really, really good counter to Odin. And then they buffed it so that Odin gets elemental advantage when he has 5 stacks, which is kind of crazy. Oh, we landed the provoke, which means that's going to be halved, which is really good, actually. So now it's going to be halved, and then we're fine. So if you can provoke Odin before he nukes you, then it really works with the passive. The problem is that the passive does glance. So, or not the passive glancing, sorry. The skill 2 provoke chance glances. So that's kind of why it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to reliably do that against Odin, but if you can do it, it's nice. Let's see if I can... What do you think he's going to attack? Can I provoke? No, okay. I wanted to put up the defense buff so that he could steal it and potentially, you know, proc and waste his stacks. That way he won't revive with HP, but my units just did too much damage. So yeah, Odin comps are doable, but you got to be careful with the damage. All right, the Sierra, Perna, Orion teams, it works pretty much the same as the Rakan ones, but honestly, I think the Perna teams are easier than the Rakan, because Perna cannot provoke revenge control your whole team. So once we take care of this, I tend to focus Perna first just because Perna's the sustain, and Vagabond actually does, look at that. It's actually not bad damage to Perna. So even though he's not ruined for damage, he does actually do a little bit. But once we take out this Perna here, they won't have any sustain, then we can kill Orion, and then hopefully... Does Sierra one-shot my aerial? No, she doesn't. Okay. That got a little close, though. Alright, Perna should die to that. No, she didn't. Do I ever want to... I'm going to do the risky thing where I defense break here, and then Perna procs. Uh-oh. Do I get punished for this? Because I wanted to S1 kill with Camilla. Oh, but we proc. And then we didn't crit, so that was just me being greedy. Okay. Now let's go ahead and defense break here. Aerial does die to Sierra, which sucks. But I think once we take out Orion here, once he does that... Okay, once we can take out Orion, it's going to depend on whether or not we can actually take out this Sierra. Get Camilla. Okay, look at that. So, one thing that's interesting, he does die to dots, but the bombs do get reduced. Let's see if Camilla can solo a Sierra. This is going to depend on crits and procs. How much does she cycle on me? Okay. All right, just don't go crazy, Sierra. Okay. We can tank a couple bombs. Okay, nice. Look at that. My Camille actually survived the Sierra 1v1. Does not always happen, that's for sure. So, Odin, Draco, Fiery Frit. This is actually a comp I do like to hit frequently with this. So, while the Fiery Frit does have Oblivion, we have the Cleanse from Aerial, so it should be okay. And Draco doesn't always buff attack, so pretty much most of the time we survive any hit from Odin. So I recommend fighting this comp a lot more than the Bastet, Kamoon Odin comps. It's way more reliable into this. All right, we should take out, if we can take out the Fiery Fruit right away, we should hit him first. Oh, nice. It's actually good for us that he went for... It's good for us that he went for aerial first. All right, does my aerial die to this? Oh, it does. That's kind of tragic. So if we can kill, basically once we kill this Fiery Frit, Camilla can solo the other 2 units. So even without aerial, we see here, right? Odin is never going to be able to 1v1 a Camilla, even with Draco buffing. So as soon as we kill Fiery Frit, the match is won. And now we can just press auto. So I actually really like hitting these kind of comps with it. So I'd recommend this way more than the Odin ones. Or the Bastet Odin ones. Because this is also a team that's very common. These teams, the Molong, Molly, Wind Bison, been seeing a lot of like Theomars, Molly, Wind Bison, and this is pretty much the same principle. Oh, what's my dog barking at? There's no one out there. It's just us. So maybe we can try against some of these bruisery teams. Molong might be an issue. Well, really, the Bison's the issue if he resets me. I think if I'm going like speed tuning-wise... Charlie. Okay, we're back. My dog got way too excited. I think it's fine now. So, okay, where were we? So we're against the Molong, Molly, Wind Bison comp. Biggest threat here is going to be the Bison reducing us. And now I think I was saying I need... Oh, wow, yeah, he reset our cooldowns, which is kind of sucks. Let's go ahead and let's provoke here. Some good damage, actually, like 15k. Not bad at all. I do think I should have the Vagabond going before Camilla, but I kind of don't. My Camilla is ruined a little bit better than my Vagabond. Now, the Bison did reset our aerial, and that is an issue. We have Destroy Runes on Camilla, so we should be fine. And once we kill Molong, we're in a really good spot. Now, this is showcasing the damage reduction that Vagabond gets. I don't like how dangerously low he is, but it does work. Oh, now we can heal him back up. So this does show the potential of his damage reduction. And revenge. Look at all these revenge procs working. I do like my revenge runes. If we crit, we actually crit. 42% chance. All right, so Molong's out of the way. They lose all of their damage threat. So now we just got to take on this Molly. We should be in a good spot. We can defense break or provoke or something. I meant to skill 2 there, and it didn't happen. Yeah, look at Wind Bison being broken. I actually think this unit's really strong, Wind Bison. What do you guys think about him? The AoE provoke that they gave him was just really gross. And he can, like, he strips and resets cooldowns. Kind of insane. I think for the Bisons in general, they should get a 2-turn defense break on their second skill. The 1 turn just doesn't make sense. I don't know why they only gave the dark one a 2-turn defense break. Like, I think the water one and wind one could really use it. It might be broken on the wind one, I don't know. But I think the water one super needs something. All he has is skill 1 and skill 2. So, like, but beyond his passive, he definitely needs some kind of buff. Ah, satisfying kill with the Vagabond on Molly. All right, now that she's down, this Bison, you know, we can just auto him. It did take a little time to kill Molly, but that's why we got destroy runes on Camilla. And there's the procs. Now that I don't need them. Okay. So, not that I recommend taking it into this team, but I do want to show that it's very possible. Now, actually, I'm going to change something. So, for this team, we're going to show... Because we could use Camilla, but why do that when we can show the actual good counter to this comp? If you're ever struggling with Riley, chilling, he's very, very fairly free to play friendly. He's not a fusion monster, but he's a really legit single target stripper. So this is my chilling. Very quickly, we'll show the runes. He's got this rune. That's some nice speed on an ancient rune for him. And these are the artifacts. Additional damage based off attack, really, for him. You get some more. Additional damage is really nice for chilling. 3-hit first skill. So we're going to go with him instead. We'll have Ariel for the heals. We're not using Camilla this time because we don't need her for the damage. What we really want is chilling to be able to strip this Riley. Because I did not feel like struggling to kill Riley for forever, so we're gonna not. Once we kill Theomars, oh look at that, some extra crit rate buff for the Vagabond is actually not terrible. Pretty much shreds this Theomars, and we can deal with this Perna. Oh, wow. Looks like the procs are working on this team, that's for sure. Yeah. Was that 25k? Not bad on the Perna. That was good. So now we basically auto 1v1 Riley. My chilling is on Destroy, so chilling himself, ruin him on Destroy, he can actually 1v1 Riley's. You want to make sure you have some additional damage artifacts on him, but he can 1v1 her. So this is... I'm probably going to skip ahead depending on how long this takes, but it is doable for people struggling with her. I used to really struggle with her too. She's quite a crazy unit. It's just her healing potential in like 1v3s is like too insane. So I don't know if Come To Us is going to nerf her or what, but she needs some looking at. I'm glad they buffed the water one, even though I don't have the water totem, but I'm glad they gave the water one a cleanse because it was really missing that. Other than that, she's pretty much identical to Riley, except for the skill 3. She does 2 healing over times, while Riley just gives you the same amount of health instantly. So I don't really understand that. I don't know why. Like, that's the only thing different between those units besides the attack buff and defense break, but... attack buff and defense buff. So, I don't know. How close are we to killing this Riley? Is it dead yet? There we go. It should pretty much be dead now. The additional damage is doing work, because additional damage doesn't care about element. So look at that. That's the power of chilling against Riley. We get to see a new unit in here. We're going to challenge ourselves. So this defense is from none other than Cypher in my guild, and you know his runes are good. So we got Nana, Savannah, Rakan. Now these comps I've seen with Juno primarily, a lot more Juno comps, but Rakan's actually probably going to make it harder for us because he can do his provokes. I just want to see how it would work. As long as we survive the Savannah damage, we should be okay. The problem is we don't have any immunity, so we have to take like defense breaks and all that directly. So I'm actually not going to cleanse the provokes because I want to make sure I can cleanse these defense breaks. And I know Savannah still has her defense break, but can we provoke her? No, we can't. Okay. We're back to getting the defense break. Are we going to see our Vagabond just being nuked? Probably. He's probably going to get nuked. Overcut. Wow, look at those despair stuns, too. Oh, it's nice. Okay, so Savannah switched targets, which is really helpful. Because of the defense break. The Vagabond lost his defense break. We should be in a better spot if we kill Rakan now. So once we handle this Nana... Oh, do we get to... No, we don't. Okay. If we can handle Nana, I think Camila can solo Savannah. I think. The last time I said that, she could not. But this time she might be. The only issue here is that when Vagabond dies, Nana will get her stacks back. We're missing our crits. I have decent crit rate on Camila. Okay, now Vagabond can actually die here. Will he? Will he actually die? Wow. That's kind of nice. There we go. So look at the Vagabond's passive actually did do work. He didn't die to the Savannah. That's actually kind of nice. That's one thing with the Camila healing. Once he's below, she actually will kind of sustain him and keep him in that threshold, which is kind of nice. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Do let me know what you think about Alan in the comments down below. Aesthetically, God, they look so cool. I think they could use maybe a touch of buffs here and there. I really think his 30% chance, 30% threshold should be a 50% maybe or something like that. But yeah, he's a cool unit. So I haven't really seen him used very much. I'm probably the only one actively using him. So if you guys are using him, let me know what kind of comps you like to run him with. It might be helpful for everyone in the comments. And yeah, so that's going to be it. Thanks for stopping by, and I will see you all in the next video. All right, bye-bye, everybody.